Okay, I'm joined by manager Lee Lashenko. Lee, a good day out in Falmouth, 1-1 draw against the home side. What are your thoughts after that?
Yeah, as you say, like we've utilised the squad to a degree today with one eye on Monday and then one eye on next Saturday. We wanted to finish the season strong in the last couple of weeks. I think with more players becoming available through coming back from like long-term injuries and like little niggles and the odd suspension, it shows that we're a side to be reckoned with. And obviously now we can look forward to Monday with the confidence of today's result. And obviously look to finish the season on a high. It was good to see a couple of youngsters on the pitch today for a length of time, and obviously Louis Smith making his debut in goal. Gutted for the lad that's been cut short by a linesman not doing his job based on a straightforward offside, which the linesman should be picking up because it was a distance offside, and it's resulted in Louis getting a red card. So slightly gutted for that, but up to that point, I thought Louis done himself proud on his Southern League debut at a young age of 18, and he obviously shows that he's got a good future in the game, whether it's at our club or anywhere else. He's a good lad, and you don't need to learn from this today because he didn't make the mistake. It wasn't his mistake, so I expect Louis to go on and have a lot of good times in football at a high level.
Absolutely. You touch upon the players that the youngsters that made their appearances today. I think we're quite used to these conversations after matches where we're threadbare or we're having to utilise the youth or whatever. But I think, to be honest with you, there wasn't really much in the game. So when obviously Manor Farm did trail 1-0, what was the message at half time? Because I think whatever you said at half time worked second half, and a great finish by Owen Howe.
Yeah, no, we obviously Grantley had a word before I even got to the dressing room, so I was just asking the referee a couple of questions, and fair play to the referee. He answered them like the honest man. I trust the referee and his decision making. Like I say, I think he's been let down by his assistant today for the giving the red card to Louis. But we at half time, all we wanted a bit more intensity. I thought the conditions were always going to help us in the second half. The wind was going to assist us a little bit, and we just wanted to have that bit more desire. And we come out, and I felt that, like, obviously when a ball like that or a chance like that falls to Owen Howe, he's the best in the business in those areas, and he scored a great goal. Like over the last couple of weeks, his performances, obviously since we lost the services of Louis Britton, which is obviously a massive void to fill, but Owen Howe's had to step up more to the plate, probably more game time than his fitness levels should be dealing with at this moment. But obviously it shows that Owen is definitely far from finished, and he's got a season to look forward to wherever he's playing next year.
Absolutely, and obviously, like I say, had to make that change with Louis unfortunately going off, but the staff was called into action a couple of times and pulled off some great saves. And I think it was heart in mouth's moment. We all thought Regan was going to get his first goal for the club. Unfortunately not to score, but great chance for him, and a good desire, like you say, from the Farms forwards. Yeah,
that was a headline moment. But again, like I always encourage my players to take ownership of those situations. So maybe a player with like lesser confidence would have passed the ball on, and maybe given a more awkward chance to like a senior pro, if you like, in George Dowling, was just to the left of him. But obviously, Regan, like I said, I want players to take ownership in that area, it's not pass the buck. And like either side of the keeper is a goal, and it's 2-1, and we're running off into the crowd. But other than that, I say I'm happy with the way this has gone today. But obviously we're all looking forward to Monday, because it's great for the area of Bristol. We're a side with good Southern League pedigree now. Yate Town's always been the big noise in the area, along with Mangotsfield. They've always been the big club, and they got a chance to win the title. Obviously I don't think they can win it on Monday based on the way the results have gone today, but we know that we've got to be at it. Probably got to improve on today's performance, because Yate Town's obviously the best team in the league at this moment, and they're looking to try and prove it come the end of the season. And we're looking not just to stop Yate Town, but to get points on the board so we can get ourselves in a good area.
Definitely, and a fantastic away support from the Farmy Army today. Long old trip, especially on the bank holiday with people going away on holiday and everything. But how much is that support going to be key on Monday?
Brilliant, like you say, it was a great support again today. It's a bit madness that we're down here on a bank holiday. Like when you look at fixtures and so on and so forth, I think they got to stop putting them in the computers and letting them pop the fixtures out there. Common sense should prevail. But again, like you say, for us to make the journey down here, the players to be at our ground early this morning to get going early, and then for our supporters to make the effort to be here based on, we all know but it's tight, and you've got a busy bank holiday, and there's a lot of things that they could have been doing, but they've been down there supporting the boys, and I hope to see a great crowd on Monday, and hopefully we can round off the home season season or our home fixtures with a good display that I trust us. We'll be at it Monday, and obviously, no doubt Yate will be at it. So they'll have to be at it to beat us, but we'll have to be at it to beat them. So it sort of determines for a good game. And as I said after our game with them earlier in the season, there's going to be lots and lots of good footballers on display in both camps, and I think it's going to be enjoyable for anyone coming down to watch that game.
Thanks for what I make.